Okay, we finally have a heater core. So basically what's happened here, this part goes on the bottom. This part right here goes on the bottom of it. You have to take that off, which is the blower part, where the blower motor, there's your drain. Okay, and before you take that off, you have to take this part off. This part goes on top of this, just like so, and it sits right about here. This is where we always have these problems with the click, 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 click noise. That's what that is. And it's just a little damper that opens and shuts. Actually, I prefer not to have outside air, so I just left it where it's locked in the inside recirculating air position, which is there. And I just unplugged it. I prefer not to use exterior air anyways. But here's the heater core. You have to take that part off first, and then you have to take that part off, and you still have to take this part to bring it down, because they put this little bracket here, and that little bracket does not let you slide it out. So here's your heater core, and this is what it looks like. It looks like maybe I'll have to check it afterwards, see where my leak was coming from. But your damper doors, you got another similar motor here on this side. Airbag. Here's after replacing the heater core. So to replace the heater core, you'll have to remove this, and underneath here there's a plastic cover that has 3 screws. This whole part needs to be removed. It's got a screw here, 2 screws here. It's got one underneath here, one underneath here. This comes out completely. You'll have to undo these. Push it back in place. Okay, that's ready to go. And you know, on your air conditioner, your expansion valve is right there. It's about 45-50 bucks. You know, it may be worth your while replacing it right now. That's your expansion valve there. So anyways, this is one piece and this is another piece, and for you to get that heater core out, you'll have to take this off and that off. So there it is. It's all put back together. So now we need to put this thing back together, but before that I need to finish my spark plugs. Got to remove the intake, and now right before that I want to get all this ready to go with the hoses so I can just push them in. So to replace the spark plugs, you have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out, and if you notice to the bottom of it, you're gonna have to buy those gaskets, about $17. You have to unplug intake, hose. That should be it. Oh, and these 2 plugs. So to put it back in, I got me a piece of 3/8 PEX, and just put it in there like this. Put it in there. Get it started. Pull the PEX out. Snug it in there. So our vehicle is all put back together. There is a couple of mistakes that I made and kind of want to bring them up to your attention. Maybe this little part right here that sits on the back. When you take the dashboard loose, and it's maybe a couple of inches away, all it does is snaps in. So what I would do is unsnap it, take it loose, and when you're putting it back in, get to that point, snap it in, put it in, because it wedges along the windshield and it's very hard to get back in there. So I had to completely take the dash loose. Also, there's a little small sensor or light switch, whatever that is. The wire fell underneath, so I had to take the dashboard out once again to try to fish that wire. Those are some of the mistakes I made. Again, we were doing and learning at the same time. This was the first time. Since there is no YouTube videos out there, I hope this helps somebody out there. One more thing. The vehicle is running perfectly fine, but you know, cleaning your throttle body, we had our intake out. A perfect opportunity to clean that throttle body out. You know, just a thought after I put it back together, but it's not hard to undo again if I ever have to do it. But again, hopefully this helps somebody out there. I'm not trying to make any money off of this thing. I'm just trying to help somebody, just like I needed to help looking for information when I did and I couldn't find anything. So maybe this helps somebody out there. Have a good day.